In North Carolina, the dedicated farmers who focus on forage management as a foundation of their grazing animal nutrition program are members of an elite squad of producers who have a favorite forage and are known as the Forage and Grasslands Unit. These are their stories.
My favorite forage, well, two really. Rye and ryegrass paired together works really good for us. And the rye gives us a lot of fall growth and does really, really good. And when it starts playing out in March and April, the ryegrass is coming on strong, and it really couples together really well.
My favorite forage is Bermuda grass. And there's nothing like when you're out there cutting this hay and baling it, there's nothing no prettier than a pretty crop of Bermuda grass.
My favorite forage in the summertime has been crabgrass. If it was not for crabgrass, our cows would either be hungry or we would be feeding hay.
My favorite forage is whatever is actively growing at the time. You know, fescue's kind of late coming on here. It seems like it's on up into May before it starts growing good. And, you know, and then the crabgrass, we've got a little bit of Johnson grass and Bermuda and that kind of stuff. Just whatever's growing at the time, we like it. You know, it's just if it's green and the cows are eating it, gaining weight,
we're happy.
We're happy. Cows are happy. I'm happy.
So my favorite forage has to be crabgrass because it's definitely been something that I feel like has saved our farm in many situations. We've used it in sacrifice lots to help have forage there. We've used it behind hay feeding grounds. We've used it just to fill a gap on our forage on our farm. And this past year, it's really allowed us to do a better job with our fescue pastures, having those crabgrass pastures to rotate to where we don't have to graze areas that we really shouldn't be grazing in the summertime. But when you have nothing but fescue, I mean, that's kind of what you have to do. So I'd definitely say crabgrass.
My favorite forage is what's going to grow the best. After getting back into it, I tell you, I've kind of gotten to be kind of a fan of crabgrass. Even in July when it's been dry, I mean, this crabgrass kept growing. So that's probably been something that I would go with right there.
Well, I really like alfalfa a lot because of the quality of forage you can get from it. I like producing Timothy hay. It's a favorite because, I mean, it sells well and it's fairly easy to grow for me. There's really so many things I like about the different forages, it's difficult for me to pick an actual favorite.
My favorite forage is sorghum sudan. In a year like we've had this past year, just very, very little rainfall, and you're able to watch how that plant can use so much less input. It's just like every day you look at it, you turn around and it's grown since you looked at it 15 minutes before. So.
What's your favorite forage? My favorite forage is grass because a lot of animals eat grass.